Hello, movie lovers. Welcome to Mindset Movie Reviews. If you're into movies, don't forget to like and subscribe. Today, I'm reviewing Beneath the Storm from 2025. Tommy Wirkola's Beneath the Storm is a thriller that attempts to blend disaster and creature feature elements into a cohesive narrative. The film, featuring Djimon, Hounsou, Phoebe, Dynevor, and Whitney, is set against the backdrop of a hurricane that unleashes a frenzy of sharks on a coastal town. While the premise is intriguing, the execution leaves much to be desired, resulting in a film that struggles to find its footing. The story revolves around several characters, each dealing with their own challenges as the storm hits. Dakota, played by Whitney, is a young woman grappling with agoraphobia, a condition that confines her to her home. Her uncle Dale, portrayed by Djimon Hounsou, is a marine researcher trying to reach her amidst the chaos. Meanwhile, Lisa, played by Phoebe Dynevor, a heavily pregnant woman, finds herself trapped in her car as floodwaters rise. The film also introduces a trio of siblings dealing with neglectful foster parents, adding another layer to the already crowded narrative. Wirkola, known for his flair for genre mashups, attempts to inject moments of dark humor and over-the-top action into the film. However, these elements often clash with the more serious tones, creating a disjointed viewing experience. The film struggles to decide whether it wants to be a tense survival drama or a satirical disaster movie, resulting in a lack of tonal clarity. The performances are a mixed bag. Djimon Hounsou brings a sense of urgency to his role, elevating his scenes despite the script's shortcomings. Phoebe Dynevor delivers a grounded performance, though her character's storyline is often reduced to a series of predictable scenarios. Whitney portrayal of Dakota is commendable, but the script fails to fully explore her character's psychological struggles, leaving her arc feeling underdeveloped. Visually, the film offers some impressive hurricane sequences with swirling winds and collapsing structures creating a convincing sense of chaos. However, the CGI sharks are inconsistent, with some shots conveying real menace while others appear distractingly artificial. This inconsistency undermines the tension the film aims to build, a significant drawback in a genre that relies heavily on the believability of its creatures. The film's pacing is another issue, with action set pieces that often lack clarity and escalation. Quick cuts and chaotic camera work make it difficult to follow the on-screen events, detracting from the suspense. Wirkola's previous work has demonstrated a stronger grasp of staging engaging action, making this a surprising misstep. Beneath the Storm also attempts to touch on themes of disaster preparedness and environmental vulnerability, but these ideas are not explored in depth. They serve more as background noise than integral components of the story, contributing to a narrative that feels cluttered rather than layered. Despite its shortcomings, the film is not without merit. There are moments of genuine tension, particularly in sequences that isolate characters in confined, flooded spaces. The concept itself remains compelling, and there is a certain guilty pleasure in watching the film embrace its more outrageous elements. For viewers willing to overlook its flaws, there is some entertainment to be found in its chaotic energy and occasional bursts of creativity. Ultimately, Beneath the Storm feels like a missed opportunity. It has a great premise and a capable cast, but never quite comes together. The film lacks the narrative focus, character development, and tonal clarity needed to make its high-concept idea truly work. What could have been a standout entry in the disaster thriller genre instead ends up as a forgettable, uneven effort. Well, that's my review of Beneath the Storm, and I'm giving it 2.5 stars out of 5 stars. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, and it will be great to see you all next time.